Good morning, everyone. Here we are down in Orange Park. I'm trying to set up the 3 mile run. I know that being the Memorial Day weekend is going to be kind of busy down here. So I got my mask and goggles and hat on. Um, it's not going to be that big a problem because I have with 4 dogs, you got stuff to do constantly. There's always yard work. I got to wash and wax the cars, wash the floors. Um, Next week, I'm getting some blood work done for my thyroid. And then following that, I've got actually in June a dental appointment. In the beginning of June, I get to apply for Social Security because I'll be turning 66 eventually. And yeah, in September, so I can apply in June and go through all them hoops, see where I land. The market has come up some. I do think some of the people going to the bars, I never understood it. I mean, I did watch Dee Dee Cloy in Fort Worth going to the different bars showing, she stayed in her car and she was trying to show Governor Abbott that people weren't social distancing, they weren't wearing masks, and it is true. And, we in Jacksonville, we have what's called block parties. This is highlighting drugs and alcohol use because the topless bars and some of the bars are still down. Now, in my 20s, I went and I had Drambuie and Black Russian and Pink Squirrel and Grasshopper. And, oh, I was so sick. We went to something they called the other place. I went home and the bed was spinning. And I got up in the morning, I looked in the mirror, and I said, I look like Jose Santiago. What was that guy's name? The singer. I look like I'm 40 years old. This is horrible. I was 20 something and I looked like I was 40. I said, nope, this isn't for me. I don't care for it. And I did it a few times. I said, nope, I don't care for it. People were acting like they were going to have affairs. They say it's partying, but I wonder how much, what do they got to do that for? Couldn't you just go if you have 2 best friends, couldn't you just be on your back steps and on a patio and have a couple beers and a hamburger and do the same thing and talk to each other? Now, anyway, in Jacksonville, because everything's locked down, they have a guy, let's say it's an ethnic community, and they put a stereo to the car. They turn on the speakers. Then there's 10 or 15, they bring beer. Maybe some guy's got hot dogs going. It was going to have like a barbecue, but now all of a sudden there's 50 people, and then there's 100, and then there can be 1,000. And people got their stereos going, people got beer, people probably have pot, and then the police have to come because nobody's wearing masks. It's not regulated by anyone. It's called a block party or street party, and they pop up from time to time, and they'll allow it to a certain extent. But I'm looking at all these bars she drove by, and I'm thinking, are these just guinea pigs? Because the stuff is still out there, and there is a group of people that have a gene that doesn't do right with the protein, and they can end up like that actor and lose their legs and lose their lungs and lose their life. And there's, you don't know you have it. So I'm going to, if they could say, okay, you don't have that gene, you're probably going to produce enough, immunity to fight it off. God bless you. You've always worked on running. Your lungs are good. You might be able to fight it off. But they don't have a test for that genome. I mean, I've done 23andMe and Ancestry.com. They could probably send me a note say, oh, you're lucky you don't have that particular stretch of ACE inhibitor or whatever it is. I don't know what it's called. They have found a genetic component. So some people are more susceptible than others. And you can't say, well, this guy's Dutch and this guy's Spanish, this guy's Italian. The Italian guy, 90% may have the bad gene. The Spanish guy, 90% have the bad gene. The Dutch guy, 84% doesn't have it, but he can't be sure. Because if you go back genetically, he may have 12% Spanish in his blood. You don't know. I've got 12% Greek, Italian, Spanish. I have 1% Ashkenazi Jew. So, at one time they said it was sub-Saharan Africa, but I don't know. They come up with so much stuff, but mostly German, mostly English. But, what I'm saying, and if they have a few more tests that you could rely on, say, no, you don't have that. Your protein is good for it. You probably make enough immunities and fight it off. But then they could take this person over and say, no, unfortunately, you've got line number 73, and you're not going to be able to fight it off as well as others, whatever. Okay, thank you, and have a great day. I don't know the answer. Thank you. I think there needs to be a few more tests out there before people just go in mass. They're not doing the fun runs. The fun runs could be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people. They're not allowing that. A fun run may just be 500 people. Some of those bars had 75.